Thank you for visiting Unidentified Education Podcast YouTube channel. Don't forget to visit anchor.fm/u-e and become a supporter for only 99 cents a month. It will help me sustain future episodes. Hello, children of the cosmos. It's yours truly, calling once again, and you're listening to Unidentified Education, your source for the unknown, unsolved mysteries of the universe. The shields are at maximum capacity, and we are ready to receive from the mothership. So let's begin. The year is 2021 pre-arrival. That's pre-arrival of the extraterrestrials. And we are months away from full disclosure of the UFO phenomenon. Streaming from the great state of Texas. Should have been a cowboy. Thank you for tuning in, whether you're astro traveling, navigating, or just practicing your remote viewing. And if you can see me, don't judge me. I go through my depressive slumps. But if you don't get through this whole intro, at least listen to the ads, because I'm getting hungry and I'm running low on ramen noodles. Okay. Weather, let's see, it's been pretty crappy here. Everyone seems down, but not us, no. For we are one with the universe. Together, congregation, as we hold our positively charged crystals that we all got from Etsy. Shout out to Merchant Moonbeam Water Star, where you can find all your crystals, salves, essential oils, and energy sprays. Not a sponsor. Got a nice article saved for you. After missing 2020 because of the Panda UFO Festival to land in Roswell in July of 2021. So if you didn't get your chance to raid Area 51, now's your chance. From the town of Roswell, gearing up for one of the first in the area to bring back Destination Festival since the pandemic with the UFO July Festival, the 2nd through the 4th. Our attendees will enjoy 3 days of UFO theme activities geared up for kids, teens, and adults. And if you have your RV like I do, they're making space for it. So head on down there. I got a banger show for you today. So take a break or just leave me playing in the background while you make your din-din. And I'll be back after a word from our sponsor.
The link is a starting point for a new kind of brain interface. As our technology develops, we will be able to increase the channels of communication with the brain, accessing more brain areas and new kinds of neural information. This technology has the potential to treat a wide range of neural disorders, to restore sensory and movement function, and eventually to expand how we interact with each other, with the world, and with ourselves. Neuralink, the future of neural engineering.
So this Neuralink is a futuristic project that will not only change, medicine, but also human thinking, human development of the brain. And so the purpose of the Neuralink is to fix neurological damage or some kind of misfire in the brain. So if you have Alzheimer's or Parkinson's or a mental illness, it's supposed to fix that. And if not, make you better, as he says, as Elon Musk says in his interviews. So he explains that the Neuralink is like a Fitbit implanted into your brain. And a Fitbit can only do so much. This is something totally beyond that, but he's trying to give you an idea of what it is. So, you may have seen the video of the monkey, and he's like playing a video game and he's using a little joystick, his little hand is moving up real fast up and down, and eventually they disconnect the joystick, and he's just using his brain, but he's still moving that joystick around. And so it's showing that with the Neuralink implanted in that monkey's brain, it's controlling the game. It's controlling the computer. And, during a podcast, he talked about starting human trials. Now, this is totally me. I would so do it in a heartbeat, because he explains how it's basically you can control a computer, a game with more abilities, and I'll explain later as we continue. But so he started explaining the future of the technology of like the technological advancement of the Neuralink. And it sounds pretty sci-fi, but he said if everything goes according to his plan in 10 years, they would be to a point where one person could be conveying ideas and concepts to another person without even speaking languages, without even talking. We're talking about telepathy here. We're talking about using only our brains to talk with each other. That's sci-fi. That's Twilight Zone stuff. But it's possible through Neuralink. So imagine you go to Japan and you're speaking English, and the guy and the local or the person who doesn't speak any English at all but has the Neuralink, he'll understand every single word you say, and he'll talk back in Japanese, and you're talking back, him in English, and you guys are understanding perfectly, better than I'm talking now. And hell, you won't need to even move your mouth. I mean, unless we'll get used to not even talking at all, but it's a human nature thing. I guess he said we would end up talking because out of, respect or, out of compassion. But hell, if you didn't have to move your lips, I wouldn't. I'm too tired coming out of work to even talk. So I'll just, do that stare. And then your girlfriend or your wife is like, honing in and make me a sandwich, and then she's like, oh, you do it. And you're arguing in your head, all you just see like, movements of the eyes and the frowny faces, and you guys are arguing in your head, the kids will never hear it because you guys are, using your brain signals, but it's just like that. Oh, it's going to be awesome. Yeah, he went on to say, Elon Musk went on to say how the Neuralink could save state now, meaning downloading your brain to a certain point and then have your memories and you uploaded. And then, it could be, downloaded into another person, he said, into another body. And you'd be you, he said. You feel different just like when you wake up from a nap, but you'd be you essentially. We're talking about sci-fi, Arnold Schwarzenegger, the 6 day stuff here. On the website, it says that it'll connect. This is years and years into the future. I mean, now he said it'll be basically connected to your Bluetooth, to your cell phone. Which, hey, if I could be as smart as a cell phone, I'd settle for that. Google something in your brain and you just spit it out, and people think you're only as smart as the iPhone. And the AI right now is they can only do so much, but as soon as they start advancing in AI and they implant the AI into your brain as an assistant, you'll be the smartest person in the world, or one of them, because everyone's going to have a type of AI in their brain, assisting their brain. I am totally down for that. It's not like, they implant it in your skull and a robot is so precise at doing it. So it's low risk of them failing, and it's removable. And so he says in principle, it's really made to cure mental disabilities, to neuro disabilities, or anyone who's, suffering from Parkinson's or any type of neural disorder. And, we'll be able to talk without even speaking, no languages at all. And you'll be cured, and if not cured, you'll be made better, beyond cure. So if it cures my depression, and I'll be as smart as a BlackBerry cell phone from the early 90s, sign me up. I don't care. Delete my embarrassing memories that I think about at night. Download a PDF version of a college degree in my brain. Let's go. I'll be the first one there at the human trials. What have I got to lose at this point? You look it up. Go on the Neuralink website. This is amazing stuff here. This is the stuff that keeps me up at night, but positively think I'll be totally down for this. I'll be right back. Okay, recap. Just think about it. No more languages with the Neuralink. People will, we'll speak our languages out of cult, to keep our culture or remember where we came from. But you wouldn't need to talk. You would hear it. You'll just receiving it, if not even better. You would be able to understand it more and dissect it more. And we wouldn't need walkie-talkies, the police. They won't need radios anymore. We won't need radios in the car. We'll just receiving it Bluetooth through the internet into our brain. They'll get rid of a lot of things. Radios will be in the past. I mean, we'll have things around just as for nostalgia, but it's kind of after that, things are going to start changing really fast. Remember when we had radios? Remember when we had TVs? Remember when we had this and that? I mean, a visualized, you could be stimulated auditory as well. So it's like, yeah, we have a movie for you, a visual movie, but what if you could feel like you're in the movie or been through a movie or have had that memory that you were in, I don't know. It might be too much for some people. Some people like to visually see it and not experience it. With the Neuralink, you'd probably be able to experience the fear and think it's real. So it might be a little too psychologically, dangerous. But, technically they would be able to download ads in your brain and memories. You wouldn't know what was real or how'd you remember something or how'd you get to a certain place. Or you can, think it positively. I can download any directions and you would know it. You wouldn't need to stare at your cell phone. You just know where to go. They would download that information in your head. No more sad people. No more people with mental disabilities. Everybody's just going to be like, happy. Once if you have it installed and you hit that button, instant happiness. Yeah, it's kind of scary. He even said, and it's not going to sneak up on you. It's something that's going to be, it's not going to just appear, but 10 years, he said, give or take a few. And, I don't know. It's just something you should research about it, and it's just kind of cool to think about it. There's one thing I wanted to say about the whole UFO phenomenon. What if the ETs will never officially meet and greet us as a human? Maybe like certain people who are in charge or make contact, but we may never get to meet it as a civilization. And what if they're just observing us rather than just they're here and they don't ever plan to meet us because they learned their lesson from the ancient times and they're just here to observe. And also, every time they ask Elon, anything to do with extraterrestrial, he'll say, I'm not interested, or he'll change the subject. I don't know. Maybe he has to know something. He claims he doesn't know anything, but he has to know something. He's Elon Musk. If it was, my best bet, he probably has contracts with the government on reversing UFO technology, so he probably has to keep real hush-hush about it. But that was the recap for today. If you're listening on YouTube, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. I'm on YouTube now. Remember to visit anchor.fm/U-E. Become a supporter for only 99 cents. It'll help me sustain future episodes. Till then, children of the cosmos, farewell. Should have been a cowboy.